What's up everybody, Soul here with another Menace video for your viewing pleasure, and today we're going to be talking about our girl, Jean Sai. I'm going with Sai. Jean Sai. And so yeah, without any further ado, let's just get right into her and let's look at her opening perk. And so that is Economics 101. And so she gets a minus 15% to her supply cost for her squad and equipment. Really good stuff right there. Absolutely love it. And so this really is nice. We like to save on our supply costs. Nothing wrong with that. Now I'm looking at the ranks. You can see on this run I've picked this new tricks on her. I wouldn't mess with it personally on her. It doesn't really seem to do a whole lot. It doesn't feel that great in my opinion. But Trinketing is her unique tier 1 perk. And so this thing is phenomenal. I have ran it and I loved it. I didn't pick it up this time. It's a lot of work to secure, but it's worth it. And so what this does is there's a 30% chance of item drop chance when Jean Sai destroys an enemy unit. And so that's fantastic. You will end your matches with a ton of extra items if you take the time to make sure she secures the kills. That's the trick, to make sure she secures the kills. That can be really tough too. I'm going to be honest with you. It can be really tough because her stats are they're underwhelming. With that said, moving on to tier 2, I pick up Scavenger on this run. There's nothing wrong with it. I like Scavenger in general. I like it for her in a way, but overall it's kind of overwhelming. Now Resourceful, +1 accessory use, it's pretty great. I do like that a lot. And I definitely end up picking it up before I'm all said and done with Jean when I get her at max rank or get all of her perks. And so this one's a pretty great one where it allows you to get that +1 to use to accessory uses with the exception of Skybots. And that Scavenger, of course, lets you get that 1 refill. Unless they change the supply refill, a 1 refill on specialty, infantry special weapons is fantastic. It's not great on primary. So if say your primary weapon has 20 shots, 14, whatever, you're only getting 1 more shot with this. So it's not that great in my opinion. It's kind of rough, frustrating, whatever. That's just my opinion. Maybe you disagree. Looking down here at tier 3, I picked up Steady Gun. I really wanted to use her with some mounted weapons to see how she did. Try to keep her in the back line because I don't feel she does too well under pressure and taking hits. Her discipline is kind of rough in my opinion, so I really didn't care for her taking hits and whatnot, and so I try to keep her in and behind my front line, and I wanted to use Steady Gun for that. It's pretty decent. I'm not unhappy with it. I've enjoyed it quite a bit. Quick Hands is another really great choice for that minus 10 AP. You are going to be using those accessories. I'd recommend you using those accessories on her. They're pretty great, but I think the king of tier 3 perks is Fragmentation. We don't get this on too many squad leaders, and this adds a 20% enemy elements hit by AoE weapons. This perk is an excellent choice if you want to decimate large enemy squads, such as packs of pirates or Xenos. And it's true. Now against Menace, there's only really like 1 unit it really does really good against, in my opinion. And then, if you're using this against the Rogue Army, or you're using this against pirates and Xenos, it does much better. I'd say Xenos and pirates in particular, as it mentions in the description. But this Fragmentation is unbelievable with a grenade launcher. I love it. Can't get enough of it. Add to that the tier 4 trait, Critical Hits, where attacks have a plus 25% chance to inflict plus 50% more damage. Whew, love it. Can't say enough good about it. Highly recommend you check it out and give it a try for yourself. This is going to allow you to secure more kills with Jean and get more done, and it's absolutely phenomenal. Of course, backtracking, picking up bags and belts, that can be pretty decent if you're running those accessories and you're doing a lot with her. It's up to you. Let's take a look at what I'm running on her and what I've done. Of course, I've got this carbine. I'd exchange this. You can get that cheap rifle from Pirates. I've cleaned all my stuff out. I don't have it on this run, but get that rifle, put it on her, because you're not going to be using your infantry weapon. You're just not. In my opinion, keep her squad limit down and focus on that specialty weapon if you can. And for me, that grenade launcher is king. Absolutely love it. It will destroy those units. Now, let's say you switch it up. Let's say you want to worry about, you know, vehicles and stuff, or maybe you're fighting Menace. I think another weapon that does a pretty decent job on her is the MK20A3. It does okay in that. I'd say it's about fair to middling in my opinion. It's nothing amazing, but it's pretty decent. I honestly enjoyed the tripod laser lance on her. This was phenomenal. I love getting her in there, setting her up, and just letting her finish off units, even one-tapping some of them. It's powerful. Really, really good stuff right there. And let's be honest, when you're getting these drops off your enemies and whatnot, you want them off the heavier units more often than not. So really, really good stuff right there. But I can't say enough good things about the grenade launcher against infantry, because this thing slaps on her with those perks set up for it. Now, as far as the armor, I mentioned earlier, Jean does not do good taking hits. I just don't enjoy it. I don't think it's great, and so I keep her in and away from all the danger and the trouble. And so that load-bearing rig is ideal because we're getting those extra accessories, and man, you can have a lot of fun with this. Now with Jean, you have that resourceful where you get that +1 to accessory, and then you get the scavenger, you get all this other stuff. You want everything you can accessory-wise because you're picking up extra explosive time charges. Really, really nice. You're getting extra tank mines. I utilize these all the time, and I love them, especially when I'm defending a hard point. Smoke grenades, I've screamed from the rooftops how good these smokes are. Smokes are phenomenal. I've even used a disposable rocket flamethrower on her quite a bit. Grenades in general, all of these things are pretty phenomenal. And of course, if you just want some extra ammo, slap it on there. Get the ammo bag for the infantry special, because the grenade launcher and that infantry special is what you want to focus on, in my opinion. I don't really care to have a ton of squaddies on Jean. I want her to have low squaddies with great equipment past that, and it really makes her cheap, especially with her starting perk, Economics 101. Jean goes in and costs roughly 100, 120, 130, just depending on the loadout and what you're doing. She is so cheap to run. It's so great. It's phenomenal. And then you're going to end up wishing she was there all the time, because she's going to rake in all kinds of extra loot for you, giving you more money or more goods, commodities to trade, so that you get more equipment out of the black market, more things that you might need. It's going to be great. But you have to babysit her. You have to babysit her. She's kind of a meme in this, and they make fun of her talking about daddy issues and things like that. I'm not going to get into that. But her play style and what she does, you're very much catering to her, very much holding her hand, but it's worth it. It's absolutely worth it, because she will bring in quite a bit of wealth for you and do a lot of decent things for you if played right. And for me, this is how I would suggest doing it. It's how I've enjoyed doing it. You tell me about it. How do you enjoy playing Jean? Are you running her in a different way? Do you enjoy her in the front line? Do you think she's good if she's on, midline? What do you think? I'm eager to hear your feedback. Make sure you drop down in the comments and tell me all about it. It really benefits everyone. This community's been phenomenal. I love all the feedback. There's so much. I'm struggling to keep up with it, but I'm trying. I am trying. And yeah, make sure you drop it down in the comments. Tell us all about it. Thank you so much for watching. Huge shout out and thank you to my Patreon members, my soldiers, my supporters. You guys and gals are the ones that really keep everything flowing, me going, and the lights glowing. So I'm really, really grateful for you. Thank you so much. If you're interested in supporting the channel, make sure you check out the links down below. Remember, our Discord is also there too. And yeah, until next time, guys, I will catch you later. Bye.